Yo, what's going on, FG fam? Welcome to another episode of the Miami Marlins franchise here on MLB The Show 21. This is episode number 27, and today we are going to get a good look at the young phenom Max Meyer. He is going to be playing against the Chicago Cubs. We also have the AA opener today in today's episode, as well as a bunch of critical situations, so we have a lot to get through. Don't go anywhere. As advertised, welcome to South Beach Park here in Miami, Florida, where the 23-6 Miami Marlins will play host to the Chicago Cubs, who are not off to the best start in their season. It is Max Meyer, the big-time prospect, now turned MLB pitcher, who is 3-0 with a .84 ERA this season and a .99 whip. This guy has been pitching amazing, and here he is in the top of the first, striking out his first batter of the game. He will be going up against Cole Stewart, who is 1-2 this season with a .592 ERA and a .148 whip. He's been struggling a little bit, and Didi Gregorius leads off the game with a leadoff base hit into center field. Might that start a little trouble for the Cubs here with the Marlins' Javi Baez up and taking one all the way to the corner out in right field. A double attempt here and some horrid base running by Didi Gregorius gets him tagged out at around second base. Eloy Jimenez comes up and rocks one to right center field, but under it and making the catch is the right fielder for Chicago, and we move on to the top of the second. Here's Wilson Contreras off of Max Meyer. Gets this one to fly deep out to left field and into the fountain out in left for the homer. 378 feet, Contreras' fifth home run of the season. That one coming off of Meyer. Here is Arozarena, and he gets this one to drop out in center field. That's going to drive home another run, and Randy Arozarena, the new Cub, is going to find himself on third base. Here's Anthony Rizzo lacing one into center field, but that one would end the third inning. Here we go. In the bottom of the fifth, it is Kyle Seager coming in. The spot starter hits one to straightaway center field, and that one goes over the wall. 392 feet. A bomb for Seager, only his second of the year. Then in comes Lucas Sims, who is off to a bit of a rocky start. He's only had 7 appearances, but his ERA is at 5, and he's had some trouble. There's the down slider. He gets Wilson Contreras just sitting there watching it. Here's David Bodie, and this one a little bit of a wild pitch thrown onto second, and they gunned him down at second base. Now into the top of the 7, David Bodie leads off in the top of the 7th, and he rocks one off of Lucas Sims. What a crazy chain of events right there. David Bodie coming into the next inning to lead it off with a home run. That's his 6th of the season, and the Chicago Cubs extending their lead to 3-1. Here's another one in the top of the 7th, this time with one away, and this one's going to center field as well. That is gone. Another bomb. J.D. Martinez this time, hitting his 9th homer of the season, and that'll bring in Rowan Wick in the 9th inning. He's got a 6.14 ERA. It hasn't been the greatest of seasons for him to start off with. Here's Javi Baez, and that one is a shallow fly out to right field for the first out. Mike Trout then gets under this one. He's a little upset about it. And that is in shallow right field for the second out of the inning. Then comes Eloy Jimenez and another pop-up to shallow right field. This time it'll be taken care of by the first baseman, and that is game. The Chicago Cubs come into South Beach Park and get a 4-1 win with Max Meyer on the mound. That's a little disappointing for this Marlins club. Rowan Wick gets the save. Cole Stewart, player of the game and the win. He went 5 innings, giving up 1 earned run and striking out 6. Seager with really the only noteworthy batting for the Marlins today. They only had 4 hits. Seager had a couple of them, including a bomb. So Cole Stewart pitches well. The bullpen holds over really, really nicely for the Cubs. Seager hits his 2nd homer of the year, and Meyer picks up his first loss of the season. So now we go into Bayfront Park, taking a look at AA Pensacola, opening their season here against the Mississippi Braves, and it is the home opener. So let's take a look here as the Blue Wahoos going to send out Cody Poteet, the 27-year-old right-hander, 6'1", 190. Up against Daly, gets the strikeout right away. He strikes out his first batter of the day, but who knows? It could go a little awry from there. You saw Meyer strike out his first batter of the day. And here, Poteet getting into some big-time trouble in the top of the first after that first strikeout. Couple of guys on base. They get a run scored here on a triple. Then Webster Rivas takes him deep out to left field off the wall. That's an easy run scored. Luckily, only a single somehow hitting it that deep. Here's Sheen Michael. He just sits there and looks at it for strike 3. Jack Ramiro would be the opposing pitcher here for the Mississippi Braves, 23 years of age. And he would pitch a clean first inning. We'd go all the way to the 3rd inning, and Poteet in some more trouble as this one all the way up against the corner. And a run scored already, and the catcher did not even attempt to make the tag at home plate, bringing home a 4th run. Here's a hit right up the center, and that's going to bring home the 5th run of the game for Mississippi. As now the Blue Wahoos with a lot of work to do. Here's Grant Levine, pinch hitting in the bottom of the 6th, and he gets the best hit of the day for Pensacola all the way up to the wall. A beautiful double for Grant Levine, and that'll put a runner in scoring position, but can they bring Levine home? Levine has been an all-star already in this series. Here's Devin Hairston, and this one dribbled on to 3rd. Brilliant defensive play to end the 6th inning. So Ramiro doing a pretty good job. He's still in the game here in the bottom of the 7th. This one is laced out to right center field, and it will get into the bullpen and over the wall for Isan Diaz. I know we got a few of his fans in the comments section below. And Isan Diaz getting a homer in the first game of the season. This one's dribbled on to 3rd, and that one would end the 8th inning. Here's Diaz again in the 9th. Could he play hero? He's jammed a little bit here, and that one would get caught for the 2nd out. Here's Jesus Sanchez, another guy expected to do great things with this Blue Wahoo club. That one is hit deep, but a brilliant track and catch out in center field to give Mississippi the 5-1 win here on AA opening day. So Pensacola Blue Wahoos go down in their opener. Cody Poteet picking up the loss. Isan Diaz, though, and Grant Levine with the biggest highlights of the day. Of course, Isan Diaz only 1 for 4 on the day. Ramiro pitched 7 innings, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts for the Mississippi Braves. And for us, Diaz with that solo shot, Gonzalez and Levine with doubles. Poteet gave up 4 in his time. So continuing to sim through the season here, we do get 1 win against the Cubs. Lost 3 out of 4 in that series. That is a very bad series for our Marlins. You don't want to drop 3 out of 4 to a team under 500. Now moving into the rival series against the Philadelphia Phillies, 1-1. Going into the rubber game here, Carlos Correa gets traded from the Orioles to the Royals. A wild trade here. Eduardo Rodriguez and Eric Pena go over to the Orioles. Very interesting deal there. So, for those of you, talking to you, B-Ron, who are Orioles fans in the comments section that have commented that it's crazy that they had Correa, well, now they don't. So we move into the New York Mets series after taking the rubber game against Philly. We dropped 2 out of 3 to the Mets, just not getting any critical situations here. Kind of simming to try to get some critical situations, even in AAA, maybe even in AA, but we just haven't gotten any of them. Against the Yankees, we dropped 2 out of 3 as well. May has not treated us as well as April was treating us. Dropped 2 out of 3 against the Washington Nationals as well. And there's Jesus Sanchez, out 2 to 3 months. Big injury. And this time we take 2 out of 3 against the Toronto Blue Jays, winning the first 2 and then getting shut out in the third game. Now, here's a critical situation. Sixto Sanchez had a shutout going. I guess he got it because there was no way we were jumping into a 5-0 game. But here we got a 1-run lead to protect against the rival Nationals. Victor Robles trying to bunt a run home, but look at this. Runner trying to steal home plate. Not going to happen on our watch. Here is a grounder down the first base line, thrown onto second, back onto first to end the ball game. Wild way to end it, but the Marlins do come away with a 1-0 win here in Washington, as it is Max Meyer getting the win this time. 6 innings pitched, no earned runs. Max Meyer continues his tremendous season. His worst game was actually the one we pitched him in full. There is our stats so far on the season. Michael Conforto having a very good year average-wise. Trout's got 13 bombs. So does Javi Baez. Averages aren't exactly where we want to see them, though. Bobby Bradley, 288 with 9 bombs. He's having a very, very good year for him. Hopefully he continues to develop. Pitching-wise, Meyer is up to a 1.57 ERA. Taylor Rogers hasn't pitched a lot. I'm a little surprised that the computer's not throwing him. Now we look at the position players in AAA. We got some guys playing really, really well. Maybe got to see if we can get Ash Laser a little bit more at bats. We'll see what happens there. Nicholas Boucher with a 1.97 ERA. Right now, the story of the season has been Max Meyer and Nicholas Boucher. Those two guys at both levels have been pitching incredible. Isan Diaz starts his year off really well. 7 homers and a 268 average. Obviously, he hit that bomb in opening day. Want to see how he continues to progress this season. I know he's in AA and maybe should be in AAA, but maybe at some point this season he'll get the call to AAA to see how he can do. So, looking at the standings, the Marlins in the lead by 6.5 games over the Washington Nationals. We're 18-9 in the division. In the Central, it's the Cubs. In the West, it is the Dodgers. So the Cubs have made a nice little comeback there in the Central, and it all started with taking 3 out of 4 against our club. The Orioles lead the AL East, and they traded Carlos Correa. I'm a little surprised there. Indians lead the Central, and in the West, it is the Astros. Nothing too surprising there. Yankees, A's, and Rays all fighting for that AL wild card. Our Jumbo Shrimp are 9 games back already in AAA. The Charlotte Knights are just playing really well. And the Blue Wahoos have gotten off to a bit of a rocky start. They are 5 games behind the Shuckers to start off this season. So next episode, we'll start with the series here against the Nationals. We have a chance to get a sweep. Don't know if we'll jump into that game or actually play that game, but it's Noah Syndergaard against Jameson Taillon. How do you think that is going to go? We also have the draft coming up. As you can see, 1 day until draft day. So you guys have already submitted your prospects, and we are ready to unveil it in the next episode. That episode will be coming up on Saturday. If you're excited for that, make sure you drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel for the love of franchise content. Go into the Discord. The link is in the description below. And check out the Twitch. That is in the description below as well if you want to come hang out on some live streams. Doing a lot of NCAA over there now. Thank you guys so much, and if you want to see more franchise, click right here to see some more franchise.
I feel you somehow.